Welcome back to Ground Zero. Today we are delving into the remarkable filmography of an actor who truly defined an era, a performer who wasn't just in movies, but seemed to become the very soul of American cinema. James Stewart. He arrived on the scene during a period of immense change, offering audiences both comfort and a touch of relatable vulnerability, and his talent spanned decades, effortlessly moving between charming comedies and gripping thrillers. Stewart's career mirrors the 20th century itself, from the hopeful days of the Depression through wartime anxieties and the complex moral landscape of the post-war world. He wasn't about flash or glamour, but about honesty, decency, and a quiet courage that resonated deeply with generations. We have carefully considered his entire body of work, pouring over 40 films to bring you a definitive look at the very best he had to offer. It was an arduous task, narrowing down a legacy so rich. But after much debate, we have compiled what we believe to be the top performances of a truly iconic actor. Let us get to our rankings. Coming in at number 40, we have Malaya. We journey back to the 1940s, a time of global conflict and daring schemes, as we encounter a story of resourcefulness and intrigue. The narrative follows journalist John Royer, returning to the United States as war breaks out, who proposes a perilous mission to smuggle vital rubber from Japanese-occupied Malaya, a plan crucial to the Allied war effort. Spencer Tracy brings a compelling intensity to the role of John Royer, skillfully portraying a man driven by patriotism and a hint of recklessness. James Stewart embodies the hardened smuggler Carnagan, his presence adding a layer of complexity to the operation. Valentina Cortez delivers a captivating performance, bringing nuance to her character as the story unfolds amidst a dangerous landscape. Malaya resonates with themes of sacrifice and the lengths people will go to for their country. We find ourselves immersed in a world where loyalty is tested and every alliance carries a risk. This film remains a strong example of wartime adventure, leaving a lasting impression through its blend of suspense and dramatic storytelling. Coming up next is Night Passage. We delve into a thrilling tale from the 1950s, a story of family and consequence set against the rugged backdrop of the American West. Grant McLean, a man once respected for his skill in maintaining order on the railways, finds himself seeking redemption after a difficult past decision. He is given a chance to prove himself once more, but his outlaw brother, the infamous Utica Kid, threatens to derail everything. James Stewart brings a quiet intensity to the role of Grant, portraying a man haunted by past choices and determined to do what is right. Dan Daria is wonderfully menacing as the Utica Kid, adding an edge of unpredictability to every scene. We witness the unfolding drama through their complex relationship, brilliantly captured in moments of both tension and reluctant affection. The film explores themes of loyalty and the enduring power of family bonds, even when strained by circumstance. It resonates with a sense of wistful nostalgia and enduring excitement, leaving us contemplating the blurred lines between justice and vengeance. It's a classic Western that delivers a truly compelling experience. Coming up next is the FBI story. We delve into a sweeping narrative tracing the formative years of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, from its humble beginnings in the 1920s to its emergence as a national force. The story centers on Chip Hardesty, a determined young lawyer who trades the courtroom for the pursuit of justice, joining the fledgling bureau and navigating the challenges of a life dedicated to law and order. He is torn between personal desire and his growing commitment to protecting the nation, a conflict that shapes his journey. James Stewart delivers a commanding performance as Chip Hardesty, bringing a quiet intensity to the role of the dedicated agent. Vera Miles portrays Lucy, offering a touching depiction of a woman balancing her own aspirations with the demands of her husband's dangerous career. One memorable scene depicts the Bureau investigating violent acts perpetrated by a hateful organization in the South, highlighting their early struggles against prejudice. The film explores themes of duty, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of justice. While showcasing the dangers faced by law enforcement, it also demonstrates the importance of upholding the law. In our opinion, the FBI story is a classic testament to courage, leaving a lasting impression of unwavering commitment and service. Coming up next is An American Tale: Fievel Goes West. We revisit the Mousekiewicz family, who, after finding America isn't quite the paradise they dreamed of, embark on a journey westward. Driven by the hope of a better life, they leave the bustling streets of New York City behind, seeking a promised land where cheese truly flows freely. Their adventure quickly finds them facing new challenges and a very sly opponent. Philip Glasser brings a wonderful energy to Fievel, while James Stewart, in one of his final roles, portrays the aging Marshall Wiley Burp with a playful self-awareness. Dom DeLuise delivers comedic timing as the ever-optimistic Tiger, providing much-needed support to the family throughout their travels. The animation during the train sequence feels especially vibrant and dynamic. This film celebrates the enduring spirit of family and the courage it takes to pursue a dream, even when the path is uncertain. It showcases the idea that home isn't a place, but the people we share our lives with. In our opinion, it's a heartwarming story that resonates with audiences of all ages, evoking feelings of hope and belonging. Coming up next is The Greatest Show on Earth. We delve into a spectacle of daring feats and personal drama, a film that truly captures the vibrant life within a traveling circus. The story follows Brad Braden, a dedicated manager striving for another profitable season, and the arrival of the enigmatic Great Sebastian, a performer whose talent and ambition threaten to disrupt the established order. Charlton Heston brings a powerful presence to Brad, portraying a man consumed by his passion for the circus, while Betty Hutton shines as Holly, a talented aerialist caught between two worlds. Cornell Wilde embodies the charismatic Sebastian, delivering a captivating performance that showcases both skill and a certain recklessness. Gloria Graham adds nuance to the story as a woman grappling with difficult choices. We find a compelling exploration of ambition, loyalty, and the sacrifices made in the pursuit of dreams. The film, set against the backdrop of the 1950s, beautifully showcases the energy and excitement of the circus, leaving a lasting impression of courage, artistry, and the enduring human spirit. Coming up next is Ziegfeld Girl. We journey back to the dazzling world of the stage, a time of grand spectacle and ambitious dreams. The story follows three very different women whose lives are forever altered when they come to the attention of the famed impresario, Flo Ziegfeld. Each woman, navigating personal struggles, seeks a place within his legendary productions, hoping for both artistic fulfillment and a better future. Judy Garland brings a captivating energy to the role of Susan, a talented performer determined to break free from her father's shadow. Hedy Lamarr portrays Sandra, a European artist confronting difficult choices while trying to support her family. And Lana Turner delivers a nuanced performance as Sheila, caught between love and societal expectations. Tony Martin also shines as a prominent suitor. The film explores themes of ambition, sacrifice, and the complex price of fame during the 1920s. We find ourselves reflecting on the allure and often harsh realities of the entertainment industry, and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. It's a truly vibrant and emotionally resonant production. Coming up next is You Gotta Stay Happy. We delve into a delightful comedy from the 1940s, a time when romantic entanglements were played for laughs and quick wit. The story centers on Dee Dee Dillwood, a charming heiress wrestling with commitment as she nears her 6th wedding. When a sudden wave of doubt hits, she finds herself seeking refuge in the most unexpected of places, leading to a night of mistaken identities and blossoming possibilities. Joan Fontaine portrays Dee Dee with a wonderfully frantic energy, bringing a lightness to the character's internal struggle. James Stewart shines as Marvin Payne, the war veteran whose world is delightfully disrupted by Dee Dee's arrival. Eddie Albert as Bullets Baker adds a boisterous energy to several key scenes, ensuring a lively dynamic. The film playfully explores themes of independence and finding genuine connection. We find ourselves charmed by its lighthearted approach and the promise of a new beginning. It's a movie that reminds us to embrace the unexpected and ultimately to stay happy through life's humorous turns. Coming up next is Two Rode Together. We delve into a compelling story of the American West, where a seasoned lawman and a cavalry officer undertake a dangerous mission. They are tasked with returning a group of white settlers held captive by the Comanche for years back to civilization. It's a journey fraught with uncertainty and the shadows of the past, testing the boundaries of trust and resilience. James Stewart portrays Guthrie McCabe with a quiet intensity, bringing to life a man hardened by the frontier, while Richard Widmark delivers a performance as Jim Gary that exudes authority and subtle calculation. The 4-minute fixed camera sequence is a masterclass in cinematic tension, revealing the complexities of both men as they negotiate a fragile understanding. This film resonates with themes of adaptation and the long-lasting effects of trauma. We find a powerful exploration of how individuals grapple with deeply rooted prejudice and the challenges of reintegration. It's a story that stays with you, demonstrating the enduring spirit of survival amidst the harsh landscapes of the Old West. Coming up next is the Cheyenne Social Club. We delve into a delightfully unusual Western, a story set in the 1800s, where two seasoned cowboys find their lives unexpectedly altered. John O'Hanlon and Henry Fonda bring a wonderful chemistry to their roles, portraying aging partners navigating this strange new world. Harley Sullivan and John O'Hanlon, longtime companions roaming the Texas trails, receive word of an inheritance in Cheyenne. This isn't land or cattle, however, but a rather unique establishment, a social club catering to a specific clientele. Shirley Jones shines as the spirited Madame Jenny, expertly managing the club and adding layers to the narrative. The scenes within the bustling establishment are lively, showcasing a community and hinting at the complex lives unfolding within. At its heart, this film explores themes of partnership, adaptation, and the unexpected turns life can take. It's a lighthearted but subtly poignant story offering a glimpse into a rarely depicted side of the American West. We find it to be a charming and memorable piece of cinema, reminding us of a simpler time. Coming up next is It's a Wonderful World. We journey back to the 1930s with a film that encapsulates a thrilling chase and a story of unwavering loyalty. The narrative centers on Detective Guy Johnson, as he defends Willie Haywood, a man caught in a web of deceit and falsely accused of a terrible crime. We see both men navigating a complex legal system, desperately seeking justice against overwhelming odds. Claudette Colbert brings a vibrant energy to the proceedings, while James Stewart embodies the steadfast dedication of Detective Johnson. Guy Kibbe provides a wonderful supporting performance, adding depth to the already compelling storyline. There is a particular energy in the courtroom scenes, as the tension mounts and the truth seems increasingly out of reach. The movie resonates because of its exploration of friendship and the pursuit of truth, all while presenting a fast-paced and engaging mystery. It is a film that leaves a lasting emotional impact, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, a strong bond can make all the difference. Coming up next is Of Human Hearts. We turn our attention to a tender story unfolding in the American landscape of the 1850s, a time of societal change and impending conflict. The narrative centers on the Wilkins family, led by Ethan and Mary, as they navigate the challenges of a new life and limited means in the Ohio Valley, hoping to build a future for their son, Jason. Walter Huston brings a compelling stoicism to the role of Ethan Wilkins, portraying a man deeply committed to his faith and family, yet often rigid in his approach. James Stewart, early in his career, delivers a memorable performance as the sensitive and ambitious Jason, while Beulah Bondi radiates warmth and devotion as Mary, the family's unwavering center. This film explores the enduring strength of familial bonds and the pursuit of dreams amidst hardship. It is a moving depiction of sacrifice and resilience, a quiet drama that leaves a lasting impression, reminding us of the simple virtues that truly matter. In our opinion, this is a beautiful piece of cinema. Coming up next is Firecreek. We turn our attention to a story steeped in the atmosphere of the American West, where the quiet life of a small town is shattered by the arrival of unwanted visitors. Firecreek follows Johnny Cobb, a man attempting to balance his commitment to peace with the responsibilities of a part-time sheriff, as he struggles to protect his community from a ruthless gang threatening to dismantle everything he holds. The weight of an approaching wedding and a rapidly escalating conflict converge, creating a tense and compelling narrative. James Stewart brings a quiet dignity to the role of Johnny Cobb, portraying a man forced to confront his own limits. Henry Fonda embodies the antagonist with a chilling composure, crafting a memorable adversary. The film's emotional core resides in the bond between Cobb and Arthur, a friendship tested by the escalating violence and the heartbreaking consequences that follow a single act of bravery. Firecreek explores themes of justice, community, and the price of peace, offering a poignant reflection on the challenges faced by those striving to maintain order in a lawless land. It is a film that lingers in the memory, showcasing the fragility of life and the enduring power of conviction, leaving a lasting impression long after the final scene. Coming up next is Mr. Hobbs Takes a Vacation. We journey back to a time when the simple desire for rest and reconnection could become a hilarious adventure. The story follows Roger Hobbs, a man longing for a peaceful escape with his wife, Peggy, only to find himself swept into a chaotic family vacation. A dilapidated beach house in California becomes the unlikely backdrop for rediscovering what truly matters. James Stewart brings a wonderfully relatable energy to Roger Hobbs, portraying a man overwhelmed yet determined to connect with his loved ones. Maureen O'Hara is a force as Peggy, driving the narrative forward, while Fabian adds charm as a local boy who helps Katie navigate teenage anxieties. A memorable sailing scene sees Roger and Danny lost in the fog, forging a special bond. This film speaks to the enduring power of family, even amidst imperfection and frustration. While initially seeking solitude, Roger finds that shared experiences and a willingness to understand each other strengthen the ties that bind. We find a heartwarming story of renewed connection and the joyful messiness of life, leaving a lasting emotional resonance. Coming up next is Carbine Williams. We delve into a compelling story rooted in the American South, following David Marshall Williams as his life takes a dramatic turn after a tragic incident. Sent to a prison farm, Williams finds an unlikely purpose within the tool shop, a place where his innate talent and ingenuity begin to reshape his destiny and potentially impact a nation. James Stewart brings a raw intensity to the title role, portraying a man grappling with anger and regret. Wendell Corey as Captain Peoples offers a nuanced performance, hinting at a complex interior life while expertly navigating his authority. Their dynamic unfolds powerfully, particularly during moments of conflict and revelation within the prison walls. We find a narrative exploring themes of redemption and the transformative power of second chances. The film resonates deeply, highlighting how even from the most unexpected places, innovation and positive change can emerge. It's a story of a man finding purpose, skillfully brought to life by director Richard Thorpe. Coming up next is Vivacious Lady. We delve into a delightful story from the late 1930s, a time of glamorous comedies and blossoming romances. The narrative centers around Peter Morgan Jr., a reserved botany professor, whose life takes an unexpected turn when he impulsively marries Francie, a vivacious and captivating nightclub performer. Their whirlwind romance immediately throws the established order of his academic world into charming disarray. Ginger Rogers shines as Francie, bringing a remarkable energy to the screen, and she is perfectly matched by James Stewart as the initially cautious Peter. Their real-life connection lends a natural warmth to their scenes together, particularly during a memorable, playfully intense exchange with Frances Mercer as a former romantic interest. The direction showcases a carefully constructed scene of spirited action. We find a celebration of embracing life's spontaneity and the power of genuine connection. This film proves to be one of the best comedies of its era, highlighting how love can blossom in the most unexpected circumstances and leave a lasting impression of joy and lightheartedness. Coming up next is Come Live With Me. We often find ourselves drawn to stories of new beginnings, and this film, set within the 1930s, beautifully illustrates that desire. The narrative follows a charming Viennese refugee who seeks a path to American citizenship, finding an unexpected solution in a marriage of convenience with a writer struggling to find his voice. It is a tale of practical arrangements blossoming into something far more profound. James Stewart brings a wonderful earnestness to his role, portraying a man grappling with both artistic aspiration and a surprising arrangement. Hedy Lamarr shines as the woman at the heart of it all, delivering a performance that is both captivating and subtly vulnerable. Director Clarence Brown crafts a warm and inviting atmosphere, drawing us into their world with each scene. At its core, this film explores the themes of acceptance, connection, and the courage to embrace change. We believe it is a genuinely heartwarming story, showcasing how shared experiences can create unexpected bonds. It remains a lovely piece of cinema, one that quietly resonates long after the credits roll. Coming up next is The Far Country. We journey back to the turbulent era of the Klondike Gold Rush, a time of opportunity and hardship, where fortunes were made and lost with equal speed. The story follows a hardened cattle driver and his companion as they navigate the wild, untamed landscape of the Alaskan frontier, reluctantly entering a world of boomtowns and lawlessness while transporting essential supplies. James Stewart delivers a compelling portrayal of a man wrestling with his past, bringing a quiet intensity to the role of the stoic driver. Corinne Calvert shines as the captivating Renee, embodying both innocence and resilience, while Walter Brennan provides warmth and humor as the seasoned partner. John McIntyre masterfully presents the relentless figure of Gannon, a symbol of order in a chaotic world. The film explores themes of redemption, societal judgment, and the search for belonging within a harsh environment. We find ourselves pondering the meaning of justice and the sacrifices made in pursuit of a better life. It's a beautifully crafted Western, lingering in the memory long after the credits roll and offering a poignant reflection on human nature. Coming up next is How the West Was Won. We journey back to the 1830s and witness the sprawling tale of the Prescott family, charting their ambitious path across a burgeoning nation. The story follows multiple generations as they participate in the dramatic expansion westward towards the promise of California. It's a grand scope, tracing over 50 years of American history and the relentless spirit of those who sought to tame a wild land. Henry Fonda delivers a memorable performance, bringing a quiet strength to his role as a dedicated Army officer. We also see Carl Malden portray a complex man navigating the shifting landscapes of fortune. Carol Baker embodies the resilience of a woman facing hardship, while Gregory Peck embodies the spirit of the pioneering age. The film's expansive scenes truly capture the vastness of the territory. The film explores the idea of progress even as it acknowledges the difficulties inherent in forging a new nation. While representing a romantic vision of the past, it remains a powerful emotional experience, reminding us of the sacrifices made and the dreams pursued. In our opinion, this film remains a landmark achievement in cinematic storytelling. Coming up next is The Stratton Story. We turn our attention to a moving portrait of perseverance and love, a film that resonates with the spirit of the 1940s. It follows the journey of Monty Stratton, a gifted baseball player whose promising career is dramatically altered by a tragic accident. The story showcases his determination to overcome immense adversity and reclaim not just his dream, but also his life, all while finding a deep and lasting connection with the woman he loves. James Stewart brings a quiet strength to the role of Monty, portraying a man humbled by circumstance yet resolute in his spirit. June Allison shines as Ethel, bringing warmth and vulnerability to her performance, wonderfully capturing the devotion and resilience needed to support Monty through his darkest hours. Frank Morgan adds a layer of grounded wisdom as a supportive figure in Stratton's recovery. The film explores themes of courage, adaptation, and the enduring power of human connection. It's a story that champions the belief that even in the face of profound loss, one can find the strength to rebuild and redefine success. In our opinion, this film stands as a heartwarming reminder of the triumph of the human spirit, and its impact continues to be felt. Coming up next is The Spirit of St. Louis. We turn our attention to a story of courage and ambition, set against the backdrop of the 1920s. It recounts the incredible undertaking of Charles Lindbergh, a determined aviator striving to achieve the seemingly impossible, a solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean. The film follows his relentless pursuit of funding, meticulous aircraft design, and the ultimate gamble he takes to connect two continents. James Stewart brings a remarkable nuance to the portrayal of Lindbergh, capturing both his steely resolve and quiet vulnerability. We see his dedication in every frame, especially during the breathtaking depiction of the takeoff, expertly interwoven with glimpses of a hopeful spectator. Murray Hamilton delivers a strong supporting performance as a key figure aiding Lindbergh's endeavor. The film resonates deeply with the universal themes of human ambition and the unwavering spirit of innovation. It is a timeless reminder that even the loftiest goals are attainable through perseverance and careful planning. The emotional weight of the journey, coupled with the powerful visuals, creates an experience that lingers long after the credits roll. Coming up next is Bend of the River. We delve into a sweeping Western narrative, a story of pioneering spirit, and the challenges faced by those seeking new lives in the vast expanse of the American frontier. The film follows a determined wagon train journeying westward through the rugged landscapes of the 1800s, hoping to establish roots and find prosperity in Oregon. It's a tale of resilience against the elements and the complexities of human nature. James Stewart anchors the story as Glenn McClintock, bringing a quiet intensity to the role of a man trying to outrun his past. Arthur Kennedy portrays Emerson Cole, a troubled soul whose unpredictable behavior adds a constant layer of tension to the group's journey. Julie Adams provides a compelling performance as Laura Bale, showcasing remarkable strength and determination alongside the other settlers. The direction by Anthony Mann truly captures the raw beauty and danger of the West. This film powerfully explores themes of redemption, loyalty, and the struggle to build a better future. we observe how choices made in the past can ripple through the present, influencing the fate of those attempting to forge a new path. It's a captivating experience that resonates deeply, reminding us of the enduring human spirit, and remains a cornerstone of the Western genre. Coming up next is the Glenn Miller story. We journey back to a time of big bands and enduring romance. A look at the life of a man who defined an era of music. The story follows Glenn Miller, a determined trombone player navigating the challenging world of the 1920s and 1930s, persistently pursuing his unique sound while facing financial hardship. It is a narrative of ambition, dedication, and the unwavering support of a loving partnership. James Stewart beautifully portrays Glenn Miller, bringing a quiet intensity to the role, while June Allison delivers a heartwarming performance as his devoted wife, Helen. We see their connection strengthen as Glenn's musical vision blossoms, culminating in the creation of iconic pieces like Moonlight Serenade. The film subtly portrays the sacrifices made by both Glenn and Helen as they navigate success and duty. The narrative explores themes of perseverance, patriotism, and the power of music to uplift spirits, particularly during wartime. We witness Glenn's commitment to entertaining the troops, a testament to his character. The film resonates with a poignant emotional core, leaving a lasting impression of a musical genius and a timeless love story. Coming up next is The Man from Laramie. We journey back to the American West with a tale of retribution and justice, a landscape painted with simmering tensions and hidden truths. The story follows Will Lockhart as he arrives in a remote New Mexico town seeking answers regarding his brother's death. A pursuit that quickly draws him into a complex web of family rivalries and concealed dealings, creating a suspenseful atmosphere from the very beginning. James Stewart brings a quiet intensity to the role of Will Lockhart, portraying a man driven by purpose yet weary from hardship. Arthur Kennedy delivers a compelling performance as Vic Hansbrough, a figure caught between loyalty and morality. Director Anthony Mann masterfully crafts a visually striking world. And one scene in particular, a brutal fistfight in the town streets, is a standout moment. This film explores themes of vengeance, honor, and the corrosive effects of unchecked power. It's a story where loyalty is tested and secrets unravel, resonating with a timeless emotional force. We find ourselves absorbed in the narrative, acknowledging the film's lasting impact on the Western genre and its ability to stir a sense of profound understanding. Coming up next is The Naked Spur. We delve into a rugged tale set amongst the majestic peaks of the Rocky Mountains, a time when justice was often as harsh as the landscape itself. The story follows Howard Kemp, a determined bounty hunter, as he attempts to transport the dangerous Ben Vandergroat to face the law, finding his journey complicated by unexpected and uneasy alliances, and a landscape that seems determined to thwart him at every turn. James Stewart brings a compelling intensity to his role as Howard Kemp, portraying a man driven by duty yet haunted by his past. Janet Leigh delivers a nuanced performance as Lena Patch, a woman with secrets of her own, while Robert Ryan embodies the menace and complexity of Vandergroat. Anthony Mann's masterful direction truly captures the raw beauty and unforgiving nature of the American West. This film explores themes of morality, redemption, and the blurred lines between hunter and hunted. We find ourselves considering the price of justice and the sacrifices made in the pursuit of it, ultimately leaving a lasting impression of the human condition within a dramatic and turbulent setting. It's a film recognized for its cultural and aesthetic significance. Coming up next is Call Northside 777. We delve into a gripping tale rooted in a true story from the 1930s, a period marked by intense, organized crime. The narrative centers around Frank Wiesek, unjustly convicted of a policeman's murder, and the improbable hope sparked by a mother's desperate plea. 11 years later, a newspaper advertisement sets in motion a relentless search for the truth, challenging a closed case and powerful interest. James Stewart brings a compelling intensity to the role of the determined reporter P.J. McNeil, navigating a web of police resistance and political maneuvering. Richard Conta portrays Wiesek with a quiet dignity, creating a potent contrast against the backdrop of Chicago's underworld. Helen Walker, as the reporter's wife, adds another layer of emotional complexity to the unfolding drama. This film powerfully explores themes of justice, perseverance, and the potential for error within the legal system. It is a story that resonates with audiences and, in our opinion, examines how far someone will go to prove innocence and confront corruption. the movie delivers a strong emotional punch, reminding us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, truth can prevail. Coming up next is The Man Who Knew Too Much. We delve into a story that begins with an idyllic family vacation, quickly fracturing into a web of international intrigue. An American physician and his celebrated singer wife find themselves unwittingly drawn into a conspiracy while traveling abroad, becoming witnesses to a shocking act of violence, and thrust into a desperate struggle to prevent a terrible outcome. James Stewart brings a quiet intensity to the role of the Doctor, portraying a man forced to become a reluctant hero. Doris Day, radiant and vulnerable, conveys the mounting fear and determination of a mother protecting her son. The film masterfully builds tension, notably during a stunning sequence within a crowded concert hall, amplifying suspense through brilliant sound design. This work explores themes of innocence lost and the heavy weight of knowledge. We find a gripping narrative focused on ordinary people caught in extraordinary circumstances, offering a timeless and emotionally resonant experience. It remains a benchmark for suspense and a showcase of masterful filmmaking. Coming up next is Destry Rides Again. We journey back to a time of lawlessness and shifting morality, a Western that arrived during the 1930s, offering a refreshing take on the genre. The story follows Tom Destry, a man who prefers peaceful solutions, as he arrives in a town gripped by corruption and controlled by a powerful cattle baron. He intends to bring order, but finds things are far more complicated than he imagined. James Stewart portrays Destry with a unique blend of humility and quiet strength, bringing a delightful contrast to the typical gunslinger. Marlene Dietrich as saloon owner Karen O'Malley delivers a captivating performance, her character radiating both resilience and mystery. Mischa Auer's comedic timing as Boris Polka adds levity to the unfolding drama, creating memorable moments. We find a tale that explores themes of justice and redemption, while also challenging the romanticized image of the Wild West. It's a film that stays with you, evoking a sense of nostalgia for a bygone era, and in our opinion, proving to be a truly enjoyable and influential classic. Coming up next is The Flight of the Phoenix. We delve into a gripping story of survival against impossible odds, a tale set in the vast and unforgiving Sahara. After a devastating sandstorm brings down a cargo plane, a small group of men finds themselves stranded, facing dwindling supplies and a desperate fight for life. Their only hope rests on an audacious plan to rebuild an aircraft from the wreckage. James Stewart brings a natural, weary authority to Captain Towns, leading the effort alongside Richard Attenborough, who portrays a pragmatic navigator pushing for a bold solution. Ernest Borgnine, as the cynical trucker Cobb, provides a compelling counterpoint, questioning the viability of their endeavor. The construction scenes are particularly memorable, highlighting their ingenuity. The film explores themes of resilience, collaboration, and the will to overcome adversity. It is a testament to the human spirit, showcasing how innovation and determination can bloom even in the most desolate landscapes. We find a powerful and enduring narrative, a classic of adventure cinema that resonates with audiences even now. Coming up next is Winchester 7-3. We journey back to the American West, a time of stark landscapes and enduring legends, with a story centered around a single firearm and the men it connects. The narrative follows Lynn Madame as he relentlessly pursues Dutch Henry Brown, a dangerous outlaw, across the plains and into the bustling, yet uneasy atmosphere of Dodge City, all while seeking justice and reclaiming a treasured possession. James Stewart brings a quiet determination to Macadam, portraying a man driven by principle, while Stephen McNally delivers a chilling performance as the elusive Brown. Shelley Winters adds depth to the tale as Lola, her scenes with Stewart laced with a captivating vulnerability. Anthony Mann directs with a masterful eye, building tension and showcasing the rugged beauty of the era. This film explores themes of obsession, redemption, and the allure of the frontier. It's a classic Western that resonates not just through its exciting action, but also through the emotional weight carried by its characters, leaving a lasting impression on those who follow Mac Adams' quest. Coming up next is The Mortal Storm. We turn our attention to a story unfolding in the 1930s, nestled within a tranquil alpine village where the Roth family enjoys a peaceful existence. Their world is soon disrupted as a rising tide of political unrest and intolerance threatens to engulf everything they hold dear. We witness their struggle as they navigate a society rapidly succumbing to darkness, a change that alters their lives forever. Margaret Sullivan brings a remarkable depth to her role, portraying a woman forced to make impossible choices. James Stewart delivers a nuanced performance, embodying quiet strength amidst growing chaos. Robert Young anchors the family as the patriarch, while Robert Stack's portrayal showcases the insidious nature of rising extremism, unfolding in scenes that are both subtle and profoundly moving. The film resonates deeply because it focuses on the human cost of unchecked hatred. It isn't a tale of grand strategy, but of shattered lives and the erosion of decency. In our opinion, The Mortal Storm is a powerful reminder of the importance of compassion, tolerance, and the fragility of freedom. It remains a timeless and emotionally potent work. Coming up next is You Can't Take It With You. We delve into a delightful story of the Sycamore family, a wonderfully unconventional group residing in the 1930s, whose zest for life clashes hilariously with the more rigid world around them. When Alice Sycamore falls for Tony Kirby, her world intersects with his prominent conventional family, setting the stage for a comedy of manners and a celebration of individuality. Jean Arthur brings a charming realism to Alice, perfectly balancing her love for Tony with loyalty to her quirky family. James Stewart portrays Tony, capturing the initial shock and eventual affection for the Sycamores. Lionel Barrymore is unforgettable as Grandpa Vanderhoff, embodying a philosophy of simple living and genuine human connection. The ballroom scene is a standout moment, filled with energy and joyous abandon. At its heart, this film explores the values we hold dear. It gently critiques the relentless pursuit of wealth and status, reminding us of the importance of family, passion, and living authentically. In our opinion, the story remains remarkably resonant, leaving audiences with a feeling of warmth and a renewed appreciation for life's simple pleasures. Coming up next is Harvey. We delve into a charming tale from the 1950s, a film that quietly asks what truly defines normalcy. The story centers on Elwood P. Dowd, a gentle soul who lives a simple life alongside his companion, Harvey, a pensive and rather large rabbit only he can see. As Elwood introduces Harvey to everyone he encounters, his sister Veda finds herself navigating a world where kindness is mistaken for something else entirely. James Stewart brings a remarkable warmth to the role of Elwood, portraying a man utterly at peace with himself and the world, while Josephine Hull delivers a magnificent performance as Veda, capturing her mounting frustration and growing concern. Director Henry Koster masterfully creates a light-hearted atmosphere, even as the film subtly challenges our perceptions. A particularly memorable scene unfolds at a sanitarium. Ultimately, Harvey explores themes of acceptance, perception, and the value of genuine human connection. We find ourselves pondering what constitutes a meaningful existence, with Elwood's simple happiness casting a poignant light on the often complicated pursuits of others. It's a film that stays with you, reminding us that kindness is a powerful force. And sometimes, a little bit of unconventionality is exactly what the world needs. Coming up next is Rope. We turn our attention to a film that truly grips you from the very beginning, a psychological thriller where a dark secret unfolds within the confines of a single apartment. The story centers around two young men who, believing themselves intellectually superior, commit a terrible act and then host a dinner party for their victims' friends and family, testing the boundaries of their audacity. The masterful James Stewart portrays a former schoolmate, bringing a subtle intensity to his role as he becomes increasingly suspicious of his hosts, John Dahl and Farley Granger. Cedric Hardwicked adds a layer of intellectual weight as a stern family friend, while Constance Collier offers a refined presence amidst the growing tension. Alfred Hitchcock once again demonstrates his genius, crafting a captivating experience. We find ourselves contemplating themes of guilt, consequence, and the illusion of control. The film's innovative technique, aiming for a continuous real-time narrative, amplifies the claustrophobia and mounting dread. It's a bold and fascinating cinematic experiment that resonates with viewers, leaving a lasting impression long after the credits roll, a testament to the power of suspenseful storytelling. Coming up next is The Shop Around the Corner. We revisit a charming tale set within the walls of a quaint Budapest shop during the 1930s, a place where leather goods are sold and unspoken connections begin to form. The story follows Alfred Kralik and Clara Novak, two employees who find themselves at odds while unknowingly falling for one another through heartfelt, anonymous letters. It's a narrative that gently explores the space between rivalry and romance, a timeless exploration of the human heart. James Stewart brings a compelling mix of pride and vulnerability to the role of Alfred Kralik, while Margaret Sullivan portrays Clara Novak with an intelligence and spirit that truly captivates. Frank Morgan as Mr. Matuszek delivers a performance full of warmth and complexity, adding depth to the story. A scene within the shop, filled with playful arguments, beautifully illustrates the budding tension between the two leads. At its core, this is a story about how we often fall for an idealized version of someone, and the film subtly highlights the importance of accepting someone, flaws and all. We find a resonance in its exploration of connection, recognizing that true affection can blossom even amidst daily disagreements. It remains a powerfully moving experience. Coming up next is Anatomy of a Murder. We delve into a remarkable film that transports us to the remote landscapes of Michigan, where a quiet life is fractured by a shocking crime. The story centers on Paul Beegler, a lawyer drawn back into the courtroom to defend an Army lieutenant accused of taking a life, a case steeped in ambiguity and clouded by accusations of abuse. James Stewart brings a captivating weariness to the role of Beegler, a man wrestling with his own past while navigating a complex legal battle. Lee Remick portrays a woman shrouded in mystery, her performance adding layers of tension to the proceedings. And Ben Gazzara delivers a raw, intensely focused portrayal of the accused. Arthur O'Connell also adds a vital energy as Beegler's confidant. This film is a masterclass in dissecting the legal system, revealing how perception and narrative can shape justice. It does not offer easy answers, instead choosing to explore the murky depths of human emotion and the elusive search for truth. We find ourselves pondering the complexities of guilt and innocence long after the final scene. Coming up next is The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. We delve into a story framed by a somber funeral, bringing us to the small town of Shinbone where Senator Stoddard returns after many years. The narrative unfolds through his recollections, revealing a time when the territory was struggling to establish order, and a dangerous outlaw named Liberty Valance threatened everything. It's a tale of clashing ideologies and the birth of a legend. The powerful dynamic between James Stewart as Ransom Stoddard and John Wayne portraying Tom Donovan anchors this piece. Stewart brings a quiet determination to his role, while Wayne embodies the rugged spirit of the Old West. Vera Miles delivers a nuanced performance as Hallie, caught between the two men, her presence radiating throughout the unfolding events. John Ford masterfully directs the iconic duel. The story is a poignant exploration of how history is shaped and the sacrifices made in the name of progress. It contemplates what foundations our peaceful present is built upon. It's a film that lingers long after the credits roll, reminding us that the stories we tell ourselves often hold more weight than the truth itself, and demonstrating John Ford's skill as a director. Coming up next is Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. We journey back to a time when stories of civic duty and personal integrity resonated deeply within the American consciousness. The film presents a captivating narrative as an unexpectedly appointed senator, Jefferson Smith, arrives in the nation's capital, brimming with youthful idealism and a sincere desire to serve the people. He quickly discovers that Washington is not quite what he imagined. James Stewart brings a remarkable sincerity to the role of Jefferson Smith, portraying a man whose unwavering optimism is tested by the realities of political maneuvering. Jean Arthur delivers a captivating performance as Clarissa Saunders, a journalist who initially views Smith with skepticism, yet slowly comes to appreciate his genuine heart. Claude Rains embodies the calculating Senator Payne, a masterful study in subtle ambition. This film speaks to enduring themes of courage, corruption, and the power of the individual voice. Frank Capra masterfully balances moments of soaring idealism with sharp satire, resulting in a deeply affecting story. The narrative resonates even today, reminding us of the importance of holding those in power accountable, and ultimately leaves us with a sense of hope for the future. Coming in at number 3, we have Vertigo. We find ourselves drawn into a compelling mystery set within the vibrant city of San Francisco, as a former police detective, burdened by a fear of heights, is called upon for one final case. He is tasked with following a woman, leading him down a path of obsession and deception, where nothing is quite as it seems and reality itself becomes fractured. James Stewart delivers a truly remarkable performance, portraying a man grappling with both physical and emotional fragility, while Kim Novak embodies a captivating enigma, bringing layers of mystery to her role. The film's stunning visuals, expertly crafted by Alfred Hitchcock, particularly during the iconic scenes overlooking the city, are unforgettable. We believe the film masterfully explores themes of identity, illusion, and the consuming power of desire. It's a haunting exploration of the human psyche, leaving a lasting impression long after the credits roll. Alfred Hitchcock's masterful direction creates an atmosphere of suspense and unease, cementing this film's place among the greatest psychological thrillers ever made. Coming in at number 2, we have Rear Window. We find ourselves drawn into a world of suspense and observation, a masterful thriller from the mind of Alfred Hitchcock. The story follows L.B. Jeffries, a photographer recovering from a broken leg who becomes convinced a crime is unfolding in the apartments across his courtyard. Confined to his space, he begins a tense investigation, building a case solely from what he witnesses. James Stewart brings a compelling vulnerability to Jeffries, portraying a man grappling with both physical limitations and growing anxiety. Grace Kelly shines as Lisa Fremont, delivering a performance that showcases both elegance and bravery, while Raymond Burr embodies a chilling ambiguity as the suspected neighbor. Thelma Ritter adds welcome levity as Stella, providing grounded commentary. We believe this film explores powerful themes of voyeurism and the human need for connection. Hitchcock skillfully implicates us, the viewers, in Jeffries' observation, inviting us to consider the implications of watching others. The story resonates, leaving us with a lingering sense of unease and a lasting emotional impact. Before we get to our number 1 pick, we have a few films that just missed the cut, but are more than worthy of an honorable mention. Our first notable recognition is Bandolero. We find ourselves drawn to this 1968 Western, a film that deftly balances familiar genre elements with a surprisingly complex narrative. Mace Bishop, portrayed with characteristic charm by James Stewart, arrives in a Texas town not as a lawman, but with the intent to liberate his brother and his outlaw gang from certain execution. What follows is a thrilling ride south of the border, a desperate flight across the landscape and into the territory of ruthless bandoleros. The story becomes more than just a chase when the gang takes a hostage, Maria Stoner, and the lines between right and wrong begin to blur. While the film features familiar Western tropes, it's the dynamic between the brothers, the shifting allegiances, and the ever-present threat of violence that truly resonate, crafting a compelling and memorable experience that remains satisfying even today. Our second honorable mention is Thunder Bay. We find ourselves drawn to Anthony Mann's 1953 film, a compelling story of ambition and conflict set against the backdrop of Louisiana's Gulf Coast. The narrative follows Steve Martin and Johnny Gamby, former Navy engineers, as they attempt to realize their vision of offshore oil drilling, a project that promises fortune but threatens the established way of life for the local shrimping community. While the film presents a classic struggle between progress and tradition, we appreciate its nuanced exploration of the human cost of innovation and the deeply felt connections people have to their livelihoods. The dynamic between the outsiders and the townspeople, particularly the friction with the Rigaud family and T. Bossier, creates substantial tension, and the film does a skillful job of building toward a volatile confrontation. Though centered on the pursuit of oil, Thunder Bay is ultimately a film about people and the choices they make when their worlds collide, a tale that resonates even today. Our third honorable mention is Fool's Parade. We find ourselves drawn to films that capture a specific moment in cinematic history. And this picture certainly does that, reflecting a Hollywood navigating change during the early 1970s. While often overlooked, Fool's Parade presents a charming, if somewhat creaky, story of 3 ex-convicts: James Stewart as Matty Appleyard, George Kennedy as Lee, and a young Kurt Russell as Johnny, released into the bleak landscape of the Great Depression. The narrative follows their attempt to navigate a society that offers them little opportunity, all while guarding a substantial check earned through years of prison labor. Though the film relies on familiar tropes, it is the performances that elevate it, with Stewart delivering a reliably nuanced turn and Strother Martin providing dependable comedic relief. We appreciate its honest depiction of a bygone era, reminding us of the talents that defined a generation. We have journeyed through decades of cinema, witnessing James Stewart transform from the hopeful everyman in films like You Can't Take It With You and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, to the complex, often troubled figures in masterpieces such as Vertigo and Rear Window. Even venturing into westerns like Winchester 73 and animated adventures with An American Tale. From heartwarming stories to suspenseful thrillers, we have explored a remarkable range and undeniable talent, a career spanning genres and generations. But through it all, one performance stands above the rest, a cornerstone of his legacy. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. Coming in at number 1, we have It's a Wonderful Life. We find ourselves drawn into the story of George Bailey, a man who dedicated his life to helping others in the charming town of Bedford Falls. Throughout the 1920s and 1930s, George continually puts aside his personal ambitions to support his family and community, facing constant challenges from a greedy rival. It's a tale of sacrifice and the importance of everyday goodness. James Stewart brings a heartbreaking vulnerability to George, portraying a man stretched to his limits. Donna Reed shines as Mary, offering a heartwarming balance to George's struggles. Lionel Barrymore delivers a chilling performance as the callous Mr. Potter, perfectly embodying the film's central conflict. Director Frank Capra masterfully weaves these performances into a compelling narrative. The film resonates deeply because it underscores the value of human connection. We believe this story powerfully illustrates how one person's life impacts countless others, proving that even in moments of desperation, love and friendship can offer redemption. It remains a timeless classic, affirming that every life holds significance. And so we have journeyed through a remarkable filmography, highlighting 40 incredible movies starring the unforgettable James Stewart. From the charming optimism of It's a Wonderful Life to the tense suspense of Vertigo and everything in between, his range truly defined a generation of storytelling, and we explored a lot of ground today. We know that 40 films barely scratches the surface, and your opinions matter. What are your favorite James Stewart performances? Did we overlook any essential titles? More importantly, what specific movie list would you like to see us tackle next here at Ground Zero? Let us know in the comments, and please give this video a like and subscribe to join the conversation.